Everything has come to life. Better place and a broken dream. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, Omi, Definity, DEVVE, everything update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. Not welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. What did I title this thing? All right, Omi up on metaverse announcement. VeVe grosses 50K. Yeah, that was interesting. DEVVE Definity daCAT talk. Okay. I've said before, even as of yesterday, guys, I don't really do much with meme coins. It's a very, very large gambling casino, and more likely than not, like you have better odds at a casino than on most meme coins, like 98, 99% of them. However, I YOLO'd into one, and it is wild. So FAFO, the F around and find out, that's the general acronym for that. Elon had gone on and said, I want to make a federal agency of financial oversight called FAFO. Now, obviously, there are a bunch of FAFO tokens. None of these are official. They are. I'm going to say they have a decent chance of them being rug pulls. So do not put any money in there that you absolutely need. Like, this is pure gambling. This is pure degen. And I wanted to throw like $1,000 in. I was like, I should do it, but I didn't. I threw $100 in, just to play around, just for fun. I got in on this. So again, there's like 5 of them. I got into, and again, I have 0. This could be a rug for all I know. I've already seen people sell like 50,000 sell orders, like sell orders for $50,000. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. I got in at about a $6 million market cap. It's now 7.6 million. It is the one over on ETH. The address starts with 0x7CA, and yeah, like I said, just got a quick $100 of it. It's now worth like 150. Like it's not worth a lot. Anyway, this is something that I thought was, again, just to kind of see what it can do, because I've seen a bunch. Obviously, you literally, when you have presidents of countries rugging people, Argentina, generally this is not a good idea. Like 1 in every several thousand of these, you could potentially make money on if you get out early enough. So again, this is not for anything that I would recommend doing. Not that I recommend anything anyway, but yeah, in 2 hours, got 1.6 million in volume. But that is not what y'all are here to talk about today. Today, y'all are here to talk about daCAT, Definity, DEVVE, Omi, etc. Let's start with DEVVE. DEVVE is up about 3.5% today to about 99 cents. It's been up over $1 a couple of times today, up to $1.02, $1.01, back down and forth. Again, the last couple hours, you have a nice little triple top over there. Generally means it might go down. But again, that's over in the short term. In the long term, a wicked cup and handle is forming. And do you see it's pretty much complete? How long does it trade sideways before it go moon? I don't know. Probably going to have to wait until we get to that big announcement, which I'm going to guess is most likely NASDAQ from DEVVE. But again, there's no, the evidence that points towards that is fairly circumstantial. You don't really have any solid proof, unless there is proof out there, and they're just not giving it to us. Anyway, this type of thing, I'll go and read Tom's latest write-up of this that he wrote up, I think, last night. And then he wrote up a couple of things today that I think people will be excited about. He goes on and writes, how does the DEVVE ecosystem and their DEVVE exchange solve the problem that Bybit official hack represented? The theft in the recent Bybit hack cannot happen in our approach. For reference, we solved not just the Bybit hack problem, but other related dangerous issues. Typical SEXs work as brokerages rather than traditional exchanges. With a SEX, you put your assets into their custody. With DEVVE Exchange, you do not do that. You'll be able to trade directly off of your hardware wallet because of contingent transaction sets, aka CTSs. Therefore, there is no omnibus wallet to steal from. Also, any asset you have on our chain can have theft protections, and it can have loss protections. If someone steals there is recourse. Finally, there's no way around wrapping tokens like Bitcoin if you want to speed and cost effectiveness on your trades. A wrap token implies that there is custody of the underlying token. In our case, we do not directly manage assets underlying wrap tokens. And there is insurance on the underlying token, so there's no risk to end users. The stuff the crypto space puts up with simply won't fly for TradFi institutions. Everyday folks can use our protections just as easily as well. And he goes over in the Telegram today talking about, well, somebody asked the question, is DEVVE exchange, are they decentralized like most DEXs, or are they centralized like most DEXs with the ability to connect to a wallet? This person just really wanting a clear definition. And Tom says it's kind of like the best of both worlds. I wouldn't call it a SEX because we don't take custody of the assets. And for most people, SEX implies that they control the assets. I wouldn't call it a DEX either because it is fast, it's inexpensive, it's regulatory compliant, and it avoids manipulation like front running, which is implied to most people when they think of DEXs. I think a new category might be called digital asset exchange, which can be related to what we do, which is trading all digital assets in a regulatory compliant way at high speed with low cost, with no custody. We are then the first DAE. He's actually using the term DAE in, well, he put it in the Telegram, so I assume I could say it. Saying, I'm actually using the term DAE in the patent I'm working on today. And then like a couple minutes later says, today is the first day of our DAE. So it is in the patent, it is done. Can't wait for that. And then this other guy says, hey, Tom, I've been wondering about this. Are you referring to the possibility of supplying something along the lines of Lombard loans with the DEVVE held as collateral, then being put on a new liquidity model to help repay the loan? Or am I way off mark here? And Tom does say that he's envisioning loans in the traditional sense where any crypto asset or digital asset can be used as collateral. I also expect some particular benefits of DEVVE in the situation, but I'm not ready to describe it. I cannot wait for that because I have a little bit of DEVVE. And yeah, I'd totally take out a loan against my DEVVE. I'd take out a loan against everything I have. And then I'd buy more DEVVE with it. And Omi and Definity and all that jazz. But you know, that's just me. And I guess daCAT too, speaking of which, got love from the daCAT fam here. Thank you, DB Crypto, giving me those flowers. Omar saying, let's go. What's up, Omar? How's it going, fam? Good to have you here. Thank you for keeping me up to date on Dragon Ball Daima and all that. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Yesterday had a lot of stuff. I don't know how much of that I can go over. And yeah, let's see what else. DEVVE had 1.1 million over on the volume today. So not a ton, but more than it typically has. And then also, again, when you happen to be up 3.5%, getting close to $1, really like that. Speaking of being up on the day, let's go over some Omi here. Omi finishing only up about 7% on the day, but was up about 20-something% at one point, getting us to 000333, repeating, of course. Comment down below if you get that reference. And this is something that can come at it two ways. Be like, hey, Omi's been kind of trending down for a while. It'd be nice if it can like keep an uptick and not go down. Because this is the pattern. It'll go up 20, sometimes even like 100 or 200%, and then it'll go right back down. And that seems to be what it is today. Now, granted, we started at like 000026-ish, and we got to 000333 plus. So it'd be back down 0029. We're still up on the day, but kind of erasing a lot of those gains. Why did this happen? Likely because of the announce of the VeVe Verse yesterday. Now, obviously, this has been on the docket for years now, like multiple years, and you know, people kind of like lost hope of it, and they're just like, okay, I'll believe it when I see it, and they focus on collectibles or Omi, or they just exited the project, and then just not really out of the blue, they've been giving the VeVe Verse updates and the showcases, and they've been, and again, when you get kind of new leadership that really cracking the whip there, and disestablishing jobs that are where the person in those jobs are not really pulling their weight. Really exciting to see like some of the improvements, and this is, I think speed is one of them. So you have a couple of people that never left that are super excited. Hey, maybe this is a buy signal. And then you have a couple of people that, like, when this was like trending yesterday in like the VeVe community and all that, you likely had a couple of people that had left or had given up and just be like, hey, when stuff gets exciting, I'll return. And then an ear pops up because you hear like, oh, did they give a date? And the date is not like 8 months in the future. The date is like next week. So 50-50 chance that it's coming. So like a lot of these guys that are very, and probably some girls too, that are very cynical, that are just like, a little bit jaded. They have a chip on their shoulder. Starting to come back. And that's likely what some of the pump was. Or it could be none of those. And it could just be a whale with dry powder on the side that's just like, oh, yeah, bicycle. And then it just got sold down by some other peeps. You got the reference. You got the reference. There was it World of Warcraft? Or was it League of Legends? I actually forget which game it was. Leroy Jenkins. Oh, fudge. It is. I honestly forget. Like, this is probably World of Warcraft, right? I'm like tripping here, and I gotta see like what game was Leroy Jenkins playing? Okay, it was World of Warcraft. All right, I'm tripping there. There was this squad, like this one clan that was trying to go in and raid something. It's like, hey, give us some numbers here. What are our chances of getting in? And he's like, oh, our chances of victory are like 23.333. Like repeating, of course. And then Leroy just goes in, Leroy Jenkins, and then he runs in, and everyone's like, "Damn it, Leroy!" Just YouTube that. It is one of the greatest gaming clips I think ever. So it became so ubiquitous that they did it on Family Guy, and they had put that in the show. I think Cleveland was Leroy Jenkins, which was hysterical. Anyway, shout out to you, J Tor, for that. I forget where I was here. Yeah, I'm forgetting where I was. Oh yeah, so it could have just been a whale that had gone in and said like, "Hey, this is a buy signal. Been waiting." I think all of these little things that, and again, they're not happening at the same time. Like even if Stacker was ready right now, I don't think Stacker would go out. I think that like, hey, let's do this. Let's do this VeVe Verse stuff. We'll go in and we'll, give us like the next month, and then after a couple of weeks of people in the VeVe Verse, etc., then they roll out Stacker with a couple more licenses. So I think that by the end of March, before the end of Q1, we get that rollout of Stacker, and then they start. And I see. I don't know. Stacker should be ready soon. They said at the end of January, give us a couple more weeks, and then we're going to be, we'll have a couple more licenses. And it's been 3-4 weeks since then. I do not believe that they would say that if we had to wait like 10 weeks for it. But Ben has been pretty adamant in saying, hey, we're likely going to have the affiliate marketing program roll out. Obviously, the first part, there's going to be multiple parts of that affiliate program, but the first part of that rolling out by the end of Q1. So unless they really delay Stacker until like April-ish, we might actually get Stacker pretty soon. Maybe we get Stacker in like early to mid-March, and then a couple weeks later in late March, then they could roll out the affiliate. Again, I'd be okay even if they didn't. Even if they just said, hey, we have VeVe Verse and we have the affiliate program, and then Stacker gets rolled out in like April or May. That's probably okay, but I don't think that they would roll out the affiliate program unless Stacker was rolled out as well. And again, so for VeVe Verse, you have 18 months of people beta testing. They're beta testing for a long time. So now you have people that know how to use it. You have people that say like, hey, I've created a bunch of this stuff. We can do walkthroughs. We can do, we do like playthroughs, video games, stuff like that. And like, obviously I use Stacker a lot, but I haven't used the AI version of it. I haven't, like, there's new stuff that we're going to have to figure out. Now, you could be like VeVe and you could say, hey, we're going to launch 18 videos in one day. Uh, and this way, anyone that has any questions, it's going to be in a video. And maybe Stacker does that as well. They say, hey, we're going to roll out like 9 videos on launch day, showing people how to do everything. Or they could have the affiliate marketing program go out. But I just don't see affiliate marketing coming out before Stacker is even rolled out. So there's probably a decent chance that Stacker gets rolled out next month. Like, I'd say early to mid-March, and then affiliate rolling out. But again, you want to have the affiliates probably learn how to use Stacker before they do it. And I know that, well, it's the VeVe affiliate marketing program, not the Stacker. Like, you have the VeVe NFTs that you could buy on here. So again, I'm just kind of playing, talking out loud. Let's go take a look at. Oh yeah, let's see what the volume on Omi was. Volume on Omi is at 2.2 million. And again, you had all of last week. You had like 7 or 8 days where Omi had 1 million in volume plus. So it took a week of that before we kind of moved up a little bit. And then once we did, like, we like doubled in volume. So we go from like 1.1 to 2.2, and then it went up like 20%. So if it, and then obviously we went back down a little bit to 0.0029 here, dipping below that 0.003. But if you have, oh, sorry, heartburn. Figure it's 1 million for 20%. Does 5 million in volume mean that we double? Does 10 million in volume mean we triple? Does 15 million mean we, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I'll keep y'all. Sorry, I've got a lot of messages here that I'll get to later. After that, let's do daCAT real quick. So I have plans that I'll officially announce soon, but I'll tell you guys now that for daCAT, the first comic is good. The issue here is that art takes a while. And I'm not saying like, oh, if you want something good, I'm going to have to work, 5 months to write one comic. That's not going to happen at all. I can be quicker than that. But the actual legitimate artwork, that takes a while. And that's the thing that bottlenecks it. I would love to do other stuff, but it's just, I don't have a artistic bone in my body. So with me having 0 artistic capabilities, have to hire that, and you have to just kind of wait on them. I would love to get out. I could probably finish 4 or 5 comics by the end of this year, writing wise. But the art, again, it would take a while, and again, the amount you have to pay in order to do that would take a while. I was thinking, like, well, could always become a gigolo and just date an artist and be like, hey, do this for me. And not necessarily gigolo, but I could date an artist and be like, hey, can you do this for me? Be our little project. I'd have to share the IP though. I don't know if I'd want to do that. Comment that. So I tried doing something with like AI, and guys, I am bad at it. Comment down below if you know the best way to talk to AI, because like I'm trying and it's not working. And I swear I'm trying, putting descriptions into Chat GPT of what I want, putting that into a video maker, trying to get, and it's just not doing what I want it to do. So yeah, let me know on that. An average cat. Why is it showing up a post from X from 10:24 p.m. and it's only 8:19 p.m. It's only 2019. He says 22:24. Anyway, let's freaking go, an average cat. Let's get that bread, Mr. Trump profile picture. We're saying let's go. J Tor says DeLorean Commons pumping nicely. Boost your DeLoreans before everyone apes in under 7 gems, interactive and drivable. Yeah, DeLorean Commons, get that bread. I have a DeLorean Common. I have a DeLorean, all that set. Anyway, for the daCAT, $1,000 on the day for volume, $608,000 market cap. In the next 6 months, I'll have gotten quite a bit more daCAT. And part of the reason why I wanted to go in and get more is because I didn't do this the traditional way. Like the daCAT contract address is renounced. Like there's it's already all the supplies out there, all of it's whatever. Thinking about it now, probably would have been better if I had just say like, okay, launching brand new token and doing it that, and then just keeping like 30% of the wallet for myself. I have less than 1% of the daCAT thing. And as the technical owner of the IP, I want to have more than 1%. I want to have several percent of the cat. So as DEVVE goes up, and I expect when they have that big announcement, 10 to 20x, give or take. When they do that, I'll put a lot into Omi. I'll put a decent amount into DEFINITY, and then yeah, I'll put a good amount into daCAT as well. And when Omi goes up, same thing, except now it's just going to be split between DEFINITY and daCAT. After DEVVE goes up, and then Omi goes up, and then I'm gonna like own this freaking cup for DEFINITY. It's gonna be insane how much I'm gonna get. And then the daCAT. So DEFINITY, let's go to them real quick because daCAT's only got a $600,000 market cap, but right now there's really no revenue. We will get revenues, but as of right now, there's not. DEFINITY, it's up 17% today, and it's still 2.8 cents. So like I wish, I wish I got more at 0022, or I'm sorry, at 2.2 cents. But now instead of like a $3.6 million market cap, it's 4.3, 4.8 fully diluted. So I really wish I was able to get a little bit more. And obviously right now it's still stupid cheap. And I'll still be able to get quite a large amount after it's all over. But obviously at 2.2 cents, those were really, really nice prices, super juicy. And unfortunately, I just am not able to get more right now. I will. I'll keep you posted. But yeah. And then after DEFINITY goes up, so DEVVE rolling it into Omi, DEFINITY, daCAT. When Omi goes up, rolling it into DEFINITY and daCAT. And when DEFINITY goes up, mostly just daCAT. Towards the end of the year, and be advised, daCAT could be cut in half from here. You could have people get liquidated. You could have people FOMO into something else. They get frustrated. They do whatever. daCAT can go down to $300,000 market cap. I hope it does, so I can just grab not most of the supply. But if daCAT is anywhere near here or under where it is now by the end towards the end of the year, I'll like quadruple the price myself just by going in and buying more. Because for me, this is a long-term project. This is my baby that I'll be working on, hopefully forever, but realistically, probably a decade or two. Obviously, it's going to be contingent on how popular it is. Why I think it will do really, really well, especially on VeVe, or at least one part of it being on VeVe, is because we have 3 people today that, now granted, it's from Epico. I don't know how many people are I don't think anybody is on VeVe because of Epico. I think that people that were in VeVe or on VeVe, they had seen Epico be like an offshoot from it. They gave Omi utility, and cool, and they have a fun game. It's very reminiscent of Clash Royale, but it's it's fun. I think they're on there because of VeVe, not the other way around. But when you have my collectibles, Corey, aka Old Rhubarb, and VeVe Magic as collectibles on the hiccups on the app, this is I expected it to do tens of thousands. I expected to do 20, maybe between 20 and 30K. And they sold out, and they grossed 52,000 in under 2 hours. I was a little busy this morning, so I had to jump the gun. Be like, 52 minutes, yeah, congrats guys, 49,000. And I knew they were going to sell it eventually. I just didn't. I had to do other stuff. I was like, I'll just post this now. These are really cool characters. They look fun, and just outside of the fact that they're fun to get and fun to collect, and they're animated and they're cool, they're people that we love. And using their, I hope they give them like a little something, be like, hey, this is your likeness. That people are buying this because it's you. I hope they gave them a little something. Hope they gave them like a little check. Um, yeah, that was really cool to see VeVe gross 52K. How much are they netting of that out of how much they have to give Epico, and maybe hopefully the people that they're from. I don't know. This made more than Lambo. I will repeat that. VeVe Magic, My Collectibles, and Corey Old Rhubarb, their collectibles made more than the last. They like doubled what the last Lamborghini drop did. What the fudge? I mean, I guess everybody loves them, right? That's what. Yeah, you have three people here that I don't think anyone has a bad, like, you have like the Fudders, of course, but even them, like, even the ones that there's not too much bad you could say, like, oh yeah, my collectible, he's just so positive. Why are you so happy all the time? Like, I get there's a bunch of like people like that in the world, like, oh, why are you so happy? But like, let me record that and play it back for you. I love my collectibles. I love EV Magic. I love Old Rhubarb. Um, so if you love someone and you just want the physical or a digital collectible of them, yeah, I hope VeVe does this over and over again. I don't care how, where, or when. I hope that they go in and they pick everyone from the community and be like, hey, we're gonna make collectible of you. You get to live on in infamy in the blockchain on VeVe forever, and we'll give you 10%. Done. Again, I don't even know if they gave them anything for it, but now that now they definitely, now they have like a use case. Hey, this has happened twice. It was one thing when people were trying to get the secret rare David Yu and the Dan Crothers. They're the founders. Everyone loves them, and then they threw Eagle in there because they did. Cool. But this drop, I could understand the argument where people would say, well, of course the last drop sold out. It was the founders. It was the first Epico. Like, of course that sold out. This one might be a little bit harder because they're technically employee. VeVe Magic, I don't even know. No, she should be. I don't even know if she is an employee, but you have two for sure employees and one like kind of community mascot, which is great. But I just don't know if that's going to sell out because the founders is one thing. People might not be, but it did nuts inside of 2 hours. 50K, $52,000. Now that they can do that with people that aren't the founders, and that's proven by this drop today, I think VeVe should go out to other people like, hey, Foster, hey, Puddin' Cheeks, reach out to. I still love Reese. I would give first appearance feet. Give Reese with sandals. Give Reese with no shoes. Yeah, do Foster, do Puddin' Cheeks, and do Reese. OG Akomi team, and and for them to do that, I would say, yeah, and then there's like, yeah, we'll give you 10%, or we'll give you Omi, or heck, like, you work for the company, we own you, like something like that. And then afterwards, go in and be like, hey, VeVe fam, who do you want a digital collectible of? And then just give them like 4 options. Like, give them like Brock. Who else has? Well, I guess everyone else, like Old Rhubarb, Foster, and my collectibles. They used to make content and they got hired by the team. But give them Brock. Give them like who's there now? Just people in the community. Does anyone know what O'Malley fucking looks like? I don't know what he looks like, but I'd get him. Give Brock, give O'Malley, and then give Emoji. Give those 3. And don't even give people the option. Be like, hey guys, you know them, you love them, we're giving them to you, and shove it down their throats and do another 50K. Get another 50,000 of them, and then be like, okay guys, now we're gonna do whales. Now we're gonna do Dr. Fuse. We're gonna do Dr. Prophet and Bezoj Man. And I have no idea what Bezoj Man looks like. But give them those guys, boom, another 50K. Do this like every couple of weeks, and then keep on doing that for forever. I mean, you can do this for probably a year if you do like one a month, and that's 500,000 for the year. Do that, and this is why I'm confident that the daCAT comic sells out, and that the daCAT collectibles sell out, because it's my own creation. Nobody puts more time on social media for this company than I do. Nobody has, and when I say that, I mean actual like either video or spaces time. I don't really do spaces. That's Omili's and emojis thing. But I'll do a little flex. I have the biggest network with one of the highest network. Like, it's going to sell out. And I figured that even before this drop, and then this drop, I was like, oh my god, my good golly gosh, this is incredible. And again, this is an untapped market that I didn't necessarily expect VeVe to have. Like, I knew that they had like something there, and they just proved today, like, guys, we could legit make $500,000 per year with these. And this is like in still like the bear market, where had got this time last week where Lambo, it's like their 5th Lambo drop, but Lambo had sold like 11K on the first day, and then like another 10 or 11K, like basically like 25K in 2 days. And people were just like, guys, it's a Lambo drop, and we did this, failure, it's done. And then this week with 3 people, 2 of them that kind of work for the company, one that's kind of the mascot, and sells out 50K in under 2 hours, is so freaking bullish. Yeah, this is really positive. This is really exciting. Anyway, I've gone way too long here. Omi has tremendous potential. Agreed, Wes. Thank you for being a member. So basically says, what the fudge influenced my stupid butt into FAFO. My transaction got lost. So when you go into, I assume you use like a Coinbase wallet, the transaction should never be lost. It should be like underneath the most recent thing. Like you can go and check it. Yeah, see what I said? This thing is super volatile. It went to almost like 10 cents before, went down to 3 cents like just now, and then I think they just rugged. I think they just rugged, because now there's a legit 3 minutes ago somebody pulled out $86,000, 2 massive green candles. So I'm pretty sure they are done. This is what I mean. This is why meme coins are bad. I proved that. I put in $100, worth next to nothing now. Yeah, there's no liquidity in there. It's gone. This is why people should not do meme coins. Anywho, Mikey says, I wish I had more dry powder on the side for these prices. True shame. Yeah, that $100 would have been better in Omi. Would have been better in anything. Zray says, lame as heck. No worries. Ain't much. Can see it on Etherscan. That is strange. But they legit just rugged, like legit 3 minutes ago. Dude, there were people that I saw that were putting in like tens of thousands of dollars, which is wild. Tens of thousands of dollars into something that you have no idea who the person is, that they're clearly not doxxed. It's clearly, I mean, like, and there were multiple buy orders like that. God rest their souls, because they just got wrecked. Sapper the cat says, woohoo, Randy. Sapper the cat is the cat in the house. So obviously when you, and I guess this will save as a really good example, when the owners are not doxxed, when the contract is not renounced, and there's no revenues, just meme coin, this is what happens. Whatever, and again, they're like, let's go through them. $4,000, $18,000 buy, 3,000, 1,000, 5,000, 12,000, 5,000. Like, these people are freaking nuts. $18,000 under the 18,000. You have 5,000. You have 2,000. Yeah, this is wild. Another 5,000. Another 10,000. Another Another 16,000. All of it is gone. All of it's gone because they rugged. So this is why I don't mess with meme coins. Typically, again, $100 is nothing. But this is why I also really like daCAT, because daCAT be having, where are we at here? There's only a cat, know where it's at. Sorry, it's what is that from? Aristocats. They be having a renounced contract. They're going to have revenue soon. We're going to be doing buybacks. Burns are technically right now not on the table because there's no revenues, nowhere to do that. But buybacks and burns, and then partial burns for probably for some physical merch in the future. Walrus King, thank you so much for the not for the super chat, for being a member. Thank hiya mate. Jason Payne in 2000 says, we and her, thank you for being a member. My man, get that bread. Truganang says, Wes is positive today. It's a Christmas miracle. DB Crypto says, daCAT. Well, DB Crypto, oh yeah, give me those meows. Meow, 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 meow. DB Crypto giving me a cat playing with those tokens. See, like, how do you do something like this? I'm very, like, how do you go in and have, like, daCAT playing with Legos? Like, how do you get that done? Because I have no idea how. The cat saying meow. I would say good morning. Has it been 4 years since you had this channel? I've actually had this channel for quite a while, but I haven't really posted on it. Let me see if I can go to my oldest videos. Videos oldest. Yeah, there's stuff that's on private, but there's one from like 11 years ago. I would record these, like, so I had a birthday gift, Chavez ghost story, my Pokeball story, is that, oh, my Pokefeel story. That, and they're just so old. People were asking for stuff, so I was like, okay, because you asked, I made a video. And then I was like, Chavez second ghost story. And then I had this thing with my friend Phillips called Buzz Talks. And the first one was like, is unaliving yourself selfish? And he had no sympathy. That time My Little Pony got me out of a ticket. So yeah, and these are all like a decade ago. Wow, that was so long ago. My take on Burger King and nail polish. So obviously I private all these videos because they're like not good. They're not fun. I think they're fun to watch, but nobody else would think that they're fun to watch. Oh, the roast yourself challenge is still on there. That's still up. Chavez does the roast. I did that one from Kuwait. And then when I really started doing videos is Chavez's first Pokemon card video. I didn't even show my face in these ones because I was just, I didn't. Anyway, Turtle saying, let's go. Seems like David has been busy cooking with his stated priority being Omi Verse. Oh, what? Yeah. Where did you see that he's, his priority is Omi? Because that wasn't public. Although I think we all know. Anyway, Dog Boy. There was a reference, by the way. I figured you'd get it. I'm sure you knew what it meant. Oh, where? I guess Dog Boy and Rita had posted something. And oh yeah. Hey, ass butt. Of course. That is a Supernatural reference. And if you get that, I love you. And if you don't get that, how dare you? Now, if you don't get that, just watch the first 5 seasons of Supernatural, and you'll get it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to ask people to smash that like button. It's a free way to help support the channel. Not free ways at Patreon. So super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Okay. So there was a question comment on, I don't know where it is. I'll find it though. Contract, DEVVE. Oh yeah, let me go delete this post so that people don't, so that they know not to go on that. Soon, absolutely, yes. Somebody had asked a question about why don't I have a drop on there? Yeah, so this guy named Beeble saying, Randy, trying to figure out why you and Dr. Profit didn't get a drop. WTF, I know you're a humble dude, but man, So be advised, I don't, I do not want one right now because I want to save my first appearance on VeVe for cat version Randy. What? Because I'm in the daCAT comic as a cat. I could have been other species of animal, but I like cats, so as a cat, and I'm going to save my drop for that if they allow me to do one. I think that'd be great. Obviously, because of today, it would sell out, and I think they for the comic, yeah, they're getting a lot of stuff, and I think though that it'll be a mutually beneficial relationship for both me and VeVe for that. Anyway, where was I? Eric Miles out saying, is it worth mentioning where other chains fit in if base continues adoption? Always, always. What does the future look like for VeVe Verse while that potentially explodes? Just hoping to expand my theoretical understanding from a pro. So there's 4 different types of Omi. There's GoChain Omi. There's Polygon Omi. Nobody really uses any of those anymore. And then there's ERC20 Omi, and then there's base Omi. And yeah, like they made the move to base, and all of the utility that will be coming out of the Omi token is from base. And I think that, remember that episode of Cat Dog where Cat Dog becomes like this superstar, and they say as Cat Dog's popularity grew, so did Cat, because Cat got fat. And I think that as the adoption of base continues to grow, so will the tokens on base. So will, more specifically, the tokens on base that have something to offer. Omi will be like, remember in Star Wars Episode 1, Qui-Gon goes to Anakin. Was that Qui-Gon? Or is that Obi-Wan? I think it's Obi-Wan. You will become a Jedi. I promise you. Omi will be listed as a metaverse token. I promise you. I don't know if that happens in a couple months or if that happens next year after it's been on for a while, but all they have to do is, once the VeVe Verse comes out, and obviously right now you have the premium that's going to be free for the beta testers for a while, and then people will pay for that service in some way, shape, or form. Likely not with Omi. They would likely have to do that with fiat. But all they need to do is say, like, hey, you want to plant? Become like, decorate your poison ivy room with a bunch of plants, and just pay for it in Omi. That's a VeVe plant. Costs them nothing to make. They can make trillions of them. $2 in Omi for every plant. You buy 10 plants, $20 in Omi, burned. Once you're able to do that, metaverse token. Once you're able to have and I don't know if they would ever do gambling. Brock McBlockchain had gambling in his fiche, in the fiche battle bots. I don't know if VeVe could do something like that, but we can do something like that as a community. Either way, you want to decorate your place? You want a chair? Cool. $2 a chair. You want a couch? $5 a couch. Burned in Omi. Burned in Omi. Burned up. Like, oh my God, that could be amazing. BB Zombie says, yo, what up? Edson Cristobal says, last chance to buy Omi below 0003. It might be. It might be. We don't know. We might have them. It's 2967, so it'd be close. Let's take a look at the DEVVE here real quick. I like to keep a close eye on that. Still at 99 cents, waiting for that to break out. Echo 712 says, yo, all right, so Echo had a really good post yesterday that I'm gonna, let me go ECCL, Echo 712 swoosh, dot swoosh. He had said, I asked Grok, will VeVe Official ever catch on? Using the new deep search feature over on X. Grok also put together this comparison of physical to digital collecting. And the physical, it said, for accessibility, it's limited by location and availability. Like, physical collectibles are limited by location and availability, but digital collectibles are accessible globally via app. And speaking of storage, the physical collectible says requires physical space, and digital collectibles stored digitally, no physical space needed. So I had posted, physical collectibles at minimum need space. And sometimes they need to be temperature controlled rooms and to be somewhere safe, either a safe deposit box at the bank or a floor safe. As we've seen from the LA fires, even fireproof safes aren't enough. And then I go on and post that nice work, but Grok is actually off. They put the collectibles market at like 200 something billion. And I said that the collectibles market is actually much greater than what Grok says it is, even more bullish for VeVe and Omi. And why I know that is thanks to Ben Rose, because Ben Rose had posted the other day an article from prnewswire.com saying 2025 version collectibles market reports project 6.2% CAGR growth from 512 billion in 2025. Again, a lot of these AIs, they tend to take old stuff, old numbers. Marketing Decipher, a leading market research firm, has released new in-depth collectibles industry report 2025-2034, providing critical insights into the rapidly expanding collectibles market, covering a broad range of categories including coins and currency, stamps, trading cards, sports memorabilia, TCG and Pokemon cards, toys, consumer goods collectibles, and figurines. The report highlights the latest trends, key growth drivers, and competitive dynamics shaping the industry. The coin and currency collectible sector continues to see rising investment interest, particularly in rare and historical coins. The demand for graded and limited edition coins remains strong, with auction records being consistently broken. The market is also benefiting from digital platforms that enhance authentication and trade transparency. Stamp collecting, that's stamp collecting, trading card, Pokemon. Trading card market is experiencing a transformation, with digital NFTs complementing traditional physical cards. Rare sports cards and pop culture franchises remain in high demand, and online platforms are making trading easier and more accessible. The TCG market, especially Pokemon cards, is witnessing explosive growth. First edition and high-end graded cards are reaching record prices, while the expansion of online trading platforms is increasing accessibility for collectors worldwide. Blah, 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 multi-billion-dollar report, toys, nostalgia, consumer goods. Disney and pop culture. The market for consumer goods and collectibles, including Disney memorabilia, movie-themed merchandise, and branded consumer products is growing rapidly. Limited edition releases from entertainment giants such as Disney, Marvel, and Warner Bros. Are driving demand, particularly among millennials and Gen Z consumers. The rise of collectibles figures, competitive landscape. Collectibles market is increasingly competitive with auction houses, grading services, online marketplaces, and manufacturers driving innovation. Emerging trends such as blockchain authentication, digital NFT collectibles, and the growing investment appeal of collectibles are shaping the industry's future. Market Decipher's latest reports provides an in-depth analysis of market size, investment trends, and growth opportunities across different segments. So, Grok is one thing. I'll show you Eccles' post about Grok right now. Tell me about VeVe Digital Collectibles, and will they ever catch on? Fair question. And it has a fairly detailed report that'll take a couple minutes to go over. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great. I was actually talking to someone about it yesterday. And then they gave all the key citations at the bottom. However, that is not the only AI that's available to us. And though I think Grok will be better eventually, when you use ChatGPT, saying research VeVe collectibles, analyze the market for digital collectibles, find as many stats as possible, but also compare it to the physical collectible market, and what are the challenges and opportunities for VeVe, come up with some cool ideas for acquiring users and marketing the digital collectibles more interoperable. They gave a casual response. So I say comics and action figures, performance since launch, all global. Again, a fairly casual response that would likely take, 25 minutes to go through. So part of what is amazing about AI is that when you go off at one, there's enough data here to fill like a freaking museum. What was that? Ratatouille. It was like they could fill coliseums with what dad doesn't know. In fact, they have. They could fill probably a whole, like thesis or a whole, what are the things that college students do? Basically a whole thesis statement, a dissertation on VeVe digital collectibles based on the questions that you ask. Again, we're still going. This is not changed. It's going. This probably would take over an hour at this point. Heck, maybe 2 hours. Yeah. It goes hard. Yeah, towards Leroy Jenkins. Anyway, I'm just letting you guys know that AI really likes VeVe. Pixel Pudding says, "Yo, Randy, what's up? The cat comic looking great. Why, thank you. I can't wait for people to see the rest." JKRB, give me those thumbs up. JTor, thank you for the super chat. Quoting the Leroy Jenkins over there. Love that. Zafrat the cat saying, it was World of Warcraft. Leroy reminds me of my Rust binge watch on YouTube. Great content out there. Great content. daCAT Studio saying daCAT in the house. Yeah, I want to do more. Speaking of daCAT Studios, if you're still here, okay, gotcha. You got the samples. Yeah, I gave you the samples. I think you got it. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Actually, daCAT's posting about me in their Telegram. Thanks, daCAT. Very nice to see that John Cena is following daCAT. I thought that was amazing. You guys are awesome. Anyway, chaos on the. So if you go and take a look at daCAT's link tree, let's take a look at that right now. Let's go to daCAT, and you can. It's just daCAT _ token over on X, and then you go to their link tree. If you scroll down to the legendary ship, I'm number 1, which is great. But then you scroll a little bit to see all the partners, and right next to Crappy Bird, contract address down below, is Chaos on the Chains. Shout out to the newest partner over there for Chaos on the Chains. They're pretty awesome. I cannot wait to have them over on the podcast so that they can talk about their whole metaverse and their gaming system and what it is that they do. Hi there, Hey says, VeVe has released many videos on the VeVeverse. Can you give us a quick roundup of the info? Did they mention anything about Omi? Not yet. Right now, I'm assuming that they want to go in and say, to get people familiar with VeVe, it's all about like, hey, here's how you move items in there. Here's how you log in. Here's how you create your avatars and stuff like that. And it's kind of like, what is VeVeverse for beginners? Once people are kind of used to it and they like it, then they'll likely put out something for Omi at some point. But yeah, all of that's just kind of how to navigate it. Hey, but oh my god, Castia, I love that so much. Zephyr says daCAT time. Sumantham says Omi can fit into so many narratives: digital collectibles, NFTs, metaverse, real world assets. Sky is the heckin' limit. Can't wait. Right now, for all of my stuff, for daCAT, the physical stuff that we plan to do eventually, we might have to do. We were going to have some of that be discounted in daCAT. Maybe we can take Omi tokens as well. I'll keep you posted. Omi will get up to mana, and Omi will far surpass mana and sand. VeVe has several hundred active users per day, like 700-800 people per day. Mana and sand have a couple. Omi will double mana and sand. Like they'll go crazy. I cannot wait for everyone to see it. Bill says 46. DB Crypto saying daCAT to the moon. I still have barely gone over any of the news, and we're 53 minutes in. VeVe Zombie says Bill Gardner. Prayer hand. That was Cat. Saying that's the most major problem with AI today is getting consistency. It also has issues just straight up with doing words because it's part of the graphic generation. But Russell might be able to. Russell is a beast at it. Russell sent me something like a clip today. It's not a very long clip, but it's a clip of it doing something fairly consistent. And I was like, okay, let me try to do, like, I paid for this AI video maker and I can't. I'm like, yeah, you have to be really good at it. Russell is very good at it. I should stop talking about it or else others are going to snipe him from the company. They're going to be like, oh, hey, Russell, I heard you're really good at this. Russell, please don't leave us. Please. Yeah, daCAT Studios is just freaking love these guys. Yeah. This is like, again, like nobody's getting paid. Like we're not taking salary. The only one right now that's getting is the artist that's drawing it, because there's nobody in the daCAT place that is a legit comic book artist, so we had to hire that out. But everyone else that's doing their work, we are not getting paid. This is like, for as an influencer for daCAT, I was supposed to get like 1 trillion daCAT tokens, and I'd basically, we had a paper trail saying like, hey, let me, and the trillion is like $1,500 worth. I was like, hey, let me give this up, and let's put it towards this pool, and this is what is going to be given to people, so that we can go on and give people prizes for getting all 5 comic of daCAT variants, for stacking the comic, and for getting certain mint numbers. And we'll do that all the time for stuff. So yeah, there's a ton of give. Everyone's just doing their part. Bill Gardner saying, "What up? I'm an Akron watching underground wrestling." Bill Gardner, you want to go to a Pokemon event next week? So there's 2 different things. There's a Arnold Classic next week, and the Arnold Classic is, the Arnold Classic. But there's also going to be a Pokemon event, and I want to go. It's nowhere near Akron, and I have to actually find out where it is. I'm gonna have to try to find it, but I don't. Oh, here it is. Is this on the 28th? Yes, it's on February 28th. So let me know if you want to do it. Bill Gardner laughing. David Lee Roth. Yeah, what up, Chuck and Hank? Oh, DB. Oh, my bays. All my bays are here. What's up, VeVe Zombie? Meow meow meow. Yeah, let's go to the. I didn't do like any of the news today. Yesterday there was a ton of news. Yep, SEC agrees in principle, dismiss enforcement case against Coinbase, which is amazing. Obviously, Bybit got hacked. Yep, countdown to VeVe Verse. So I had to go to like the amount of people messaging me and stuff about the VeVe Verse, and so like, hey, is this it? Are we mooning? What's going on? This is definitely a big step towards us doing that. I don't know where this goes. I mean, eventually, the end of the year, it'll go crazy because everyone's going to be buying it. But that's when the narrative hits, and the narrative might hit. The narrative might hit, in 2 weeks, or it might hit in 10 months. But even without the narrative, I think all the stuff that Ben is doing is. But this is not Ben's first rodeo. Like a baseball manager or any type of sports manager or coach, they're like, okay, here's for the draft. Here's what we're doing. They have contingency plans for what they want to do, what will most likely happen, and 8 different other scenarios. Well, in case this team does this and it messes up, that's literally a full-time job. Probably even more than that for the coming weeks to make all those schedules. I guarantee you, Ben is doing the same, where he's working with David, he's working with all these people and saying like, hey, here's what we have to do at our core, at the very base. These are the things that we need to do. But also at the same time, we have to plan for when the narrative comes, because we cannot miss that. And here's the stuff that we need to do. Here's the stuff that we're planning specifically for the narrative. The stuff that they need to do, that they'll put out whenever they put out, whenever it's needed. But I guarantee you they have a plan specifically set in place for the narrative. Like the other stuff, yeah, when it's ready, we roll out. When the narrative hits, blah, 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 blah. Do I have any proof of this? Nope. The last thing Ben had messaged me was when VeVe was announcing like all of the like how many MCP points you get. And that was that. So yeah, but why wouldn't they? Like, I guarantee you this has happened. Like, I don't know, whatever you want to bet. Not that VeVe would ever confirm this. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna. I don't think they would, but I guarantee you that's happening. Sephiroth the cat saying many decades. I mean, I'm going to. So my original plan, why we're going all into this, is because, and this will still happen. Buying land in Madagascar to help the endangered species. Originally, I had a couple of people that I served in the military that I was going to go with and be like, hey, we're going to have doctors, have conservationists here, and what we're going to do is we're going to protect the perimeter, and we are going to absolutely wreck any poachers that come near our animals, and we're all in on it. It's great. And then I got horrifically injured, and I can no longer do that. So I will. I'll still get that done. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be with my bays. So even though I can still do that, at least financially support that, my time will be not there. So I have ideas for again, multiple comics will be written by the end of the year. How many of them get launched, I have no idea. What I would like to do is make a decent amount on the VeVe app, enough to where it can fund, and I have no idea if this will work, enough where we could try, and I might need a Kickstarter for it, to do a physical comic launch as well. 5,000 comics, local comic book stores, getting, and maybe I net a couple thousand on it. But what I would like to do eventually, if it's popular and it gets big, and I think it can be, is to get it big enough where that can become another residual, another source of revenue, but consistent residual revenue. And if it does what I think it can do, yeah, I'll do it till it's not fun anymore. But I would be able to do this for, I can do this at least for several years. daCAT will be a global brand. So also, again, outside of the comic book, which is going to be later, there are two other things that are going to be freaking awesome, and I can't wait. I can't wait till everything gets done and I can start it. Got a bit with the Randy Chavez token. No, because it's again, it's already existed, but the contract's already announced. But I will work to get as much of the token as I can before the end of the year, and then honestly, guys, again, this is my baby. I have wanted to let me show you this. I think it's with my friend Ty and my friend Crins. Could be group messages. Groupmate. Hold on, Patrick. Fudge. Okay. Ty. Oh yes. Okay. Here it is. It's called voiceover animations. It's a chat where for an entire year, I went into my memories and let me make sure there's no freaking nudes in here. Where is this? View media files. Okay, we're good. I had went into for 1 year every day. I went into my Facebook memories, and I had said like, hey, I'm making a timeline of all of these military stories, all of these PI stories, all these BME statuses that are hysterical. There's a crazy amount, and there's a bunch of stories that I could not put on there for reasons. And there will be a medium, so for all of these, and these, I'll just pick a random one. Where is it? This one is not that long, but this would be great for like a YouTube short or something. This would be great for like a one-off. Like Marvel has those one-offs. Scroll down a bit. Okay, what is this one? This is about the Russian. Oh yeah, this is. I don't even know if I can show that, the Indiana Jones reference. But again, these are just there's several hundred of these. Some of them are like books. I'll try to go to a random one. Okay, so this one seems December 27th of 2014. So this is like 11 years ago. This is like several comic pages, if not like was this one? It was with Kara. Oh, it was with my old sweet mate's girlfriend. Oh, and the origin story. Okay, yeah. Oh, Giovanni. Sorry, I'm strolling down memory lane here. Oh, Evan. All of these are hysterical. All of these are fun. All of these are things that people would want to. Oh, did I exit out of YouTube? Oh, I'm so sorry. So first off, smash the like button. Por favor. Second off, this is essentially my project, where you guys know how much Omi I have. You don't know how much DEVVE I have, but it's going to be a lot, or it's going to be worth a lot. And I don't expect to make millions off of DEVVE, because at a couple 100,000, I'll roll it into Omi and Definity. My goal is 1 billion Omi, but realistically, I'll probably get up to 500 million, where at 500 million, at 002, that's $1 million. I expect this to get to 3 to 5 cents. 5 cents, 25. Obviously, I'm not going to keep it until it goes to 25 cents and then dump it all at once. I'll likely have probably a couple 100 million still by that point. But after that rolls into Definity and daCAT, so there'll be several $1 million. Not all of it's going to go into daCAT, obviously, but I'll buy up enough of that token so that eventually, some people work on something for years before it ever takes off. It's possible that daCAT, but again, this is my baby, and I said the other day on an X post, my 100 X's for this bull run are DEVVE, Omi, and Definity. And I know that daCAT will do that at some point, because that's a $60 million market cap, and I'm very confident in my writing abilities. I'm very confident in my networking abilities, and I'm very confident in the fact that I'll get it up to whatever it is, myself. And this is assuming that half the people that have daCAT right now will sell up at like a $10 million market cap, which is fine. The goal is to have it that people will view it in multiple different mediums and will recognize it. Does that automatically translate to sales of the token? No, but when there's different things that they can get at discounts for the token, or things that they could only get with the token, especially for a lot of scarcity stuff out there. Yeah. An average cat saying, watching from Toledo, Ohio. Yo, we should make an Ohio Facebook group. Or Ohio Twitter group. Who is this? Flying on a plane right now. Of course, flight is delayed. There's space about this. About Laura Loomer. Throat killed the lawyer hired by St. Clair Ashley to sue Elon Musk for custody of their child. It's an Israel anti-Trump lawyer who was former foreign judicial clerk for the Supreme Court of Israel. Well, because a long history of attacking Elon Musk, President Donald Trump, and Trump lawyer Rudy Giuliani. Damn, this is wild. I don't even want to get into that, but I will like it because Omar had tagged me in it. Echo saying, just prove how strong the community is. Yeah, there's a couple of strong communities here. I get an infinite amount of messages each day from the daCAT people, from the DEVVE people, Definity not so much anymore, from the Omi and VV peeps, and oh hey, look at that, people be sharing my stuff. Oh, thanks guys, appreciate y'all. Kiwi Jezza says, who you think are next? Ben Rose, Ryan Cavell. I would love, Ben has been really vocal on not being a collectible. I would love it if he was. That'd be great. I would give him yeah, I'd collect them. I have my VeVe Magic. I'll show y'all my. Hang on, let me find it. Go to my collection. Got my VeVe Magic gal over there. I love her. I still don't know what the Easter egg. What is the Easter egg supposed? She never told me. I gotta call her. I would say next you'd probably want to do. I would say Puddin Cheeks and Foster, and I would say Reese. But you know, if they don't want to do Reese, do Puddin, Foster, maybe Brock. And then after that, I would say probably Emoji, O'Milly, and then probably get another girl in there, right? Maybe Fam Bam. She was in charge of the what's that called? She was in charge of the movie last year for the Deadpool and Wolverine. We all had a great time. Or maybe Claire. Claire's level 100. She's part of the next VeVe. But yeah, there's a ton of people that, I mean, they could really save it for like a whole like woman power thing and be like, hey, we'll do all guys. We'll do all guys the next 2 times. We'll do, Foster, Brock, and then Puddin Cheeks, and then they could have O'Milly, Emoji, and then I was gonna say Max from the Omi homies, but Max and Janie should probably be together. So then they could just have like Mahalo Joe or like Mr. 41 or whoever. And then they could have like then I would say like Claire, I would say like Sparky and then like Fam Bam for like the girls. And then I would think you'd probably have like a whale one. You'd probably want like Mr. MC1, probably Dr. Prophet and Dr. Fuse. Again, I would want to save mine, but yeah, they could do this all the time. Have hours of Puddin Cheeks would be in jorts on his drivable inflated. Oh, bro. Let me go send that to him. Where's my Puddin? Hey, Puddin. Giving him the good stuffs. Oh my god. Where is it? Okay. Wedding Puddin collectible in jorts on drivable. Put drovable. Drivable T-Rex. We need it. All right. Let me go to some. No, I lost my place in my pictures here. The screenshots. Jesus, there were a lot. Yeah, Bybit was taking loans to cover withdrawals. Long time to continue to last. Yeah, you'll see the Lindy effect in this at some point. Oh god. Bless me. To know when something has staying power, it's called the Lindy effect. It usually takes 6 to 10 years, where you have Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, SpongeBob, anything that lasts 6 to 10 years. Like that's how long it takes to know when something will last. Called the Lindy effect. And we're kind of in like our 4th year. It'll be the 5th year anniversary in October of when we launched for VeVe. So we're still really early in that aspect. But yeah, I don't see the community, like, again, 50 grand for people that, yeah, this I didn't know if VeVe knew what this was. I'll make an entire video about this. And if you had seen this live already, don't bother watching the video. It'll be the same thing. But yeah, daCAT is going to be everywhere. daCAT is your safe haven. Get that bread. I think daCAT will be everywhere at some point. I think it's way early. Try to charge a no, that's fine. Yeah, be advised, why they're charging for VeVe Verse Premium is because it costs a lot of money for this, for one, to make this, 2, for the upkeep for it. So yeah, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need them to pay for it, which is fine. Cold wallets, hot wallets. Okay, guys, I don't even know I have to reference this or talk about this. I probably shouldn't. I'll say this, like, I don't typically block people unless you either do one of like 3 things. Like you can go and make fun of me. Cool. Fine. When comedy is good, and if something's funny, it's funny. But like yesterday when someone legit told me to kill myself, like, okay, you're not helping. That'll be a block. If somebody is constantly lying specifically about the token and the project, like if they're constantly lying about Omi and VeVe, I'll block you. And then the other thing is if they are just, and again, I don't know if people know this. I feel like a lot of older boomers are just like, they'll like and comment on something that people won't see it. Yeah, we can see all that stuff. If you're commenting and liking stuff like Kanye was doing about like being a white supremacist, like Kanye, and I'm not gonna lie, some of that was what he was saying was funny. By the way, Kanye, that's not even his X account anymore. Rumors that he sold that for like 17 million. Now he wants to like launch his own blockchain. Heckin' wild. But those are the only things that I would block for. But I'll try to not. Okay. To make like a post about me saying I blocked you when you want to be my friend so badly, little strange. All right. Anyway, VeVe Comics had posted, and this is something that I want to check out because I'm curious now. VeVe Comics had posted a world of magic and adventure awaits. From Alejandro Jodorowsky comes the Magical Twins #1, a fantasy-filled quest where two young heroes must unlock their true power to save the kingdom. What type of kingdom? It looks like Candy Mountain, Charlie. Collect and read Magical Twins #1, now in VeVe Comics. If you had one magical spell, what would it do? Let's hear it. And then the hashtag Magical Twins, humanoids, and this looks like there's like a dragon in here saying candy sweets. Coot, I must be dreaming. And it looks like these candy that like there's like dragons and like ghouls inside of these things, like at the center of a Tootsie Pop. And then there's like Elsa on drugs. Like I kind of want to read this. Actually, what is this? What's it called? The Magical Twins? I'm gonna go on VeVe and see if there's, hold on. The Magical, and then I'll see if that pops anything up on. Ooh, okay, there's unfortunately none in the market. So I'm going to wait until so 12 of them had sold, but I'm going to wait until one appears in the market and then buy that one because I assume this is going to be like $7 or $10. How long is this? 46 pages. It's going to be $10. Oh, it's only $8.94, but this gives me hope though. Gives me hope because now at 46 pages, like my comic, that's going to be 40 something. Yeah. All right, I'll do 10 pages. So I kind of want to do this. Are they both girls? They both have long hair. Anyway, if anyone's read it, comment down below because I'm very curious. Well, says anyone even met O'Milly? I'm sure somebody's met him. I'm sure. Several the Cavs. I'm nearly finished with the whole Supernatural series. Oh, bro, it's so good, right? It's so good. So season 6 kind of sucked. And then there was a couple of but they're like the Leviathan I thought was really cool. And then I don't want spoilers, but the President was cool. And then the writers really hated Trump in like season 12. They mentioned him like twice. And then I after season like 10, it also got good. It's like I freaking loved it. Oh my god, it was amazing. Either has can you rally the community into creating Omi theme worlds in the VeVe verse? Red circles everywhere and protest if they don't deliver on Omi, e.g. VeVe. I don't think it would do any good to protest, but yeah, I could. I mean, how do you make an Omi theme? Like obviously red circles everywhere, so you could have the Akomi logo and these red circles and all that. That'd be dope. That'd be dope AF. But yeah, I don't know how we would do. Like let's say if you could fire a bow, and if you get it in between X amount of circles, like the longer you could do it, the more circles you get in between, the better. Maybe something like that. That'd be cool. And then like have these really weird things. You have to wait for like the wind, and then it curves. Yeah, something like that would be fun. It has ignore previous message. Thank you. Do you identify as Gender. No. In the daCAT comic, I will be a male cat. I'm fully male. Ah, Orange Violet says, hello, y'all. Oh my God, OBL. I love you. Oh, also, I didn't know that was you at first the other day where you're like, new hair, who dis? I was like, oh girl, it's you. You look very wonderful. Where was I? Free most of next week. Oh my God, can this guy like message me, please? Helps to be honest. Justin. Yep. So it was North Korea's Lazarus Group yesterday behind Bybit's $1.4 billion hack, and then I think Trump, or no, it was Bybit. They're just like, yeah, we'll give you 10% if you can help track it down. If you can help track it down, we'll give you 10%. It's like, bro. I don't know what the best course of action here is, because for like a fun thought experiment, I think I was on Lucy. You know, how would you go in and best assimilate North Korea into the rest of the world? South Korea's done a pretty fun job where they have these like balloon attacks where they go off and they, on like these little balloons, they have DVD players filled with like South Korean like dramas and with DVDs inside them. And they basically airdrop them over to North Korea. And a lot of them are turned in, but some of them are kept. And the people go it because they're it's dark over there. There's like the internet's like just these certain websites, you know, whatever. And everything's all, you know, government controlled and stuff. It's a complete police dictatorship state. But every now and then you get a couple people like, wait, what? These Korean dramas are crazy. There's no way these are real. Like I remember there was a friend that visited me from out of the US, and she's like, whoa, you have these real American buses. I was like, what did you expect? Like school buses. And I was like, what did you expect? It's like, I thought that's just what they did for the movies. And I was like, what? No. She was wilded out about our portion sizes and how many fat people there were. And I feel like North Korea has no, at least the people there, they have no idea what the rest of the world is like. And in one of my thought processes scenarios, like, okay, the best way to assimilate them, you could have a reunification of the two Koreas, you in a way that's hopefully peaceful. That would be awesome. But then you have like the okay, you have people that are starving over there. You have some really bad camps. You could just take out the leader, and taking out Kim Jong Un and putting in a pro democracy one or pro whatever. Obviously, that's a move that America's done multiple times. Not saying that America should do that or anyone should do that, but if we're discussing just options here, because the youth of that country will likely assimilate very quickly, and because if these people, and I don't know if it was the government, apparently the Lazarus Group is not part of the government, but if they're able to do that, they're pretty smart, and they could, if they were to able to use their powers for good and not for evil, they could be some really net positives there for the world, for humanity. Like, who knows how many great minds you have in North Korea that are not at their potential. One, because there's no access to great universities. Two, they're underfed, so they're just in constant caloric deficit, and they have no brain power. Yeah, I think that there's a lot of those minds that could do really well in the world. Anyway, just my thoughts. Comment down below what you think. Nope, the governor of Maine is insane. Run down people that did it. Yep. We had a very Definity Markets post yesterday. They had a very productive couple of weeks from the biz development perspective, with some of the leadership team traveling to the USA, forging new relationships and strengthening their network over there. Unfortunately, this was not Manu or Chris that came over. It was a couple of other peeps. When they come over, y'all will know. Definity to the moon. Putin calls to partner with Elon Musk to advance technology development. Okay, all right. I guess that's interesting. I don't know if I I don't know if I want Russia getting that good technology. Look at the horrendousness they did with the not so good technology. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. KCBMW.eth had posted. They post about these like calendars all the time. Like, hey, here's what's going down on VeVe, and VeVe reposted them. Good for them. Sergio Rodriguez posted the other day on Facebook saying, "Stop blaming VeVe for falling prices. It's not their fault." Because Josh Comic Books from LA had posted, "Hey, remember when this Eternals book cost $3,800? It was Eternals 9.8. Now it's selling for $320. So again, it is in the rest of the world. It's not just VeVe. Mike is saying 20% of Doge savings going back to the U.S. taxpayer, or about $5,000 per household. Yeah, it's got to be per household. Well, it's going to be per household that pays net, that pays taxes. But that could cause a huge second rally for crypto. Any thoughts? That's not going to happen for quite a while, but yeah, it could be. I think it's any taxpayer that has paid taxes, which should be most of us. I got really salty the last time they handed out checks because apparently I made too much just the year before, despite losing like hundreds of thousands of dollars when the economy crashed because of the Rona. That was horrible. That was horrendous. Yeah, I was really salty about that. Friends that were getting paid and then also getting those checks on top of that, they were staying home, not working while I was working my balls off and still lost half. I will never forgive the people that are like, oh, stay home. It could save a life. Where it's like, okay, well, if you fucking work out and take care of yourself, that could save a life too. But it seems that the people that wanted to tell everyone to stay home and shut down their businesses were not willing to do that. It's wild how that happens, right? Anyway, Eric Mose.e saying, I always think that the near-term future is having the database, such data links you want with the info. Make sure it's right, feed for your purpose, and then connect that to an AI bot. For sure, better results. I should probably get better at that. But I'm not better at that just yet. Yeah, stock market was insane yesterday, down 927 billion. Sergio Rodriguez says, honestly, I don't blame VeVe for offering a paid option to access premium features in the VeVe Verse. After all, maintaining the system must be quite expensive, and having both a free and a paid model makes sense to me. Agreed, 100%. What's up, John Miller? Meow, meow, meow. Where was I? Meow. Okay. We have Old Rhubarb from yesterday saying, one of the most iconic covers for a key Daredevil comic, in my opinion. Frank Miller was changing the entire comic game during this era and took Daredevil to an entirely different place. Common gang for me, but I'd be happy with any of these. Will there be any left to burn after 30 days? It was the first battle between Daredevil and Punisher. When a young girl dies, her brother, Punisher, and Daredevil are all on the hunt to hunt down her killer. And they look pretty cool. It looks pretty dope. But yeah, ridiculous amounts. Be done with catastrophic events. I talked yesterday about the FCC ends investigation into NFT marketplace OpenSea. That is nice. I read some of Tom Anderson's stuff yesterday. Why? And again, I said yesterday why you should not go into meme coins, because most of them down. Actually, every single one except for TST were down over the last 30 days. Jen Ferdo says, howdy. Howdy, 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 howdy. Where are you at? Kumo says, M'Baku. And forever. Okay. Zvesa says, Mikey, there are 132 million households in the US, 200 million in the EU, by the way. 5K per household is a lot. 650 billion. That's 20% of total savings. No, not right now. It would be anyone that had given out, what is it? That had paid into those taxes. And for they've only saved, I think, 124 billion right now. Obviously, they'll have saved over $1 trillion by the end of the year, and then $2 trillion obviously by next year. Yeah, it's 126 billion they've saved in a month. Really like what they're doing. Really like what they're doing. Omi back up to 0000298. Oh god, hiccups. And DEVVE staying solid at 99 cents. I really wish VeVe would go on and kind of raise some money there and sell part of, but I see they have not yet. Mike says, not quite sure of the exact numbers. Didn't whip the old calc out. Whip it out, whip it out. daCAT saying, daCAT! Walk it out, walk it out. Mikey saying, but there has been lots of waste in the US of A. There's a ton of waste everywhere. Several daCAT with daCAT is the narrative of the cryptoverse. I can't wait to see different characters from daCAT in there. I think there'll be a lot. I would say I would want it depends. Whatever characters that are very popular, and I could picture a couple of them being really popular. That's the ones I'll probably get. I would like to see daCAT, but maybe daCAT's not the most popular. Maybe it's another character. I'm not saying that Randy's going to be this super crazy popular. Maybe he will be. Maybe it'll be fun. Randy's a fun guy in there, but there are so many dynamic characters in there, and each one's they kind of have a buddy. Like each one kind of has like the person that they interact with the most, and it's really cool. I really like that. I think people will be very excited for a couple of these characters. And what's everyone's favorite duo? I don't know. Maybe we'll get 2 duos. Derla says, how would you like land sale to be like? I would like them, if you have a gold logo, you get a piece of land. If you don't have a gold logo, or I would say there's only going to be a certain amount of pieces of land. And if you have a gold logo, you guarantee yourself the option to buy that piece of land if you want. It'll cost millions of Omi. And I'd like to see billions burned from that. That's what I would like. Zavesa is saying, yep, that's insane. Meow. Okay, anyway, let's continue on here. DB crypto. Oh yes, gotta love daCAT. Gotta love daCAT. The crusty Krab pizza. Sorry, is the pizza for you and me? Annual daCAT party. Yeah, we'll have that. We'll have those as well. Obviously, everyone will have to pay their own way to get there, but we'll have our own party funded by moi. It's so wild. Jason Bain says, ready for race for pink slips in the VeVe Verse. This would be really fun. I still haven't gotten this to David yet. But I think that would be great. Yeah, put up your DeLoreans. Mr. MC1 says the data and dev costs of hosting a metaverse are high. Makes sense to have a free version for light use and a paid version for premium features. Also ensure they can continuously develop profitably. Agreed. The mobile app updates, actually, I don't know if this was, I don't even know if I did it. Let's take a look. I did not. Ongoing app updates to the mobile app continue. The latest update is now available at version 2.12. Latest updates are helpful bug fixes and enhancements to keep things running smoothly. Please stay tuned for the latest app updates and announcements. Potsy Weber yesterday had said, can someone please build a way for me to display my collectibles on my smart TV? Smart TV app. Need a lawyer, call me. Build an app, not me. Sullivan and Galeshaw, New York City. Gotta love him. Gotta love that man. You know Ben's new profile pic? I don't know if it necessarily looks like him. I think Ben's hair is blacker. I think he's got a little more salt and pepper in there. I would like to see Ben with his VeVe logo hat that he wore yesterday. Is VeVe pumping? I don't know. Let's see. Let's take a look at the partner statue and see what it do. 86 of them out there. And let's go sort lowest price. $1,200. And that Harris dude's got like multiple of them out there. He made a wall. Let's take a look at Todd and see what the Todd is up to. 57 of him. Yeah, it's still a little slow here. Still a little slow. So yeah, lowest price on the Todd. Damn, $389. Not bad. Let's do a reso. 1, 2. Okay, so reso, there's only 23 of him. And now let's, okay, that actually wasn't too bad. Lowest price point. Oh, that was actually really fast. 760. Okay. Okay. I don't have it, but actually, do I? Let me see. I don't think I do. I do not. But yeah, that'd be fun. I don't think that they're pumping. They made 50 grand a day though, which is amazing. But yeah, I would say for what I wonder what VeVe Magic's is. The solid blue collectible for her. I wonder what that's going for. It is currently lowest price, going for 157. Not bad, kid. Physical option. Yeah, we'll try to do something like that for the daCAT peeps. So here's something that I'm not too keen on. If you go back, did I send these anywhere? I guess I didn't. Let's go to my photos. Nah. Going back to December, you had thousands of people on the app every day. Even going back to January, most times you had over 1,000. This is the first time in weeks where we have not, from February 11th to February 20th, where we have not had any daily active users over 1,000 of us. Meaning that at any given point in time, the minimum was 717, but the max was 954. That was on Valentine's Day, or I'm sorry, the 15th, the Ides of February, 960 people. That is something that you would like to see go in the opposite direction, because again, in December we had thousands of people per day, and now we don't even have 1,000 people per day from the 11th to the 20th. That is something I would like to see correct, and go the opposite way. Now, interpreting this data is one thing. Well, getting this data is one thing. The interpretation is another. And there will be fudders that say, like, guys, there's not even 1,000 people on there anymore. It's dead. No one's there. No one's going to be in the VeVe Verse. Where they're going to advertise to the 800 to 900 people that are here every day. It's done. But then you could go and look and be like, okay, who's in Decentraland right now? Who's in Sandbox? So anyone on crypto is like, the countdown has begun. They're done. This is what I think, as far, and again, out of these several hundred people, they're still managed to do 52,000 today. I don't, and again, was it instant? No, but was it within 2 hours? Yes, and that's still hella impressive. This type of thing I think is still bullish, not because it's going down. Obviously, that's not bullish, but because even though the bear market has punished the token and the app so insanely, that they still have this. There's a episode of Scrubs where there was this organ donor that had some disease that they didn't catch in time, and the organs had gone into 6 different people, and they're like, we and 5 of those 6 people had died, and then this last patient was like circling the drain, and Dr. Cox, who's like a 20-something year veteran as a doctor, he like couldn't take it. He's like, and I'm not going to act it out. He's like, I'm not losing this one, not doing, and he takes it super hard, and he like punches walls and he throws things, and he's getting very upset, and he shows up to work like drunk the next day, and the spoilers for this entire episode. And he's doing nothing but drinking, like in his apartment there, and everyone's kind of going to see him, and he's just not talking to anyone. He's just drinking, he's watching TV. And JD, who like idolizes this man, he doesn't want to go, because like that's his hero. He thinks that like, hey, this guy, no matter what happens, is supposed to be calm, cool, and collected. He's not supposed to react like this. He's supposed to pick himself up, dust himself off, and get ready for the next patient, because that's what you have to do. And he was very upset that he was taking it like this, almost like being like, not a big baby. People died, but you know what I mean. And then he goes to him finally after a couple of days, and he says, like, I was mad at you for so long for these past few days because of this, but then I realized that you've seen everything in your 20+ year career. And the fact that this type of thing happens and you still take it this hard, that's the type of doctor I want to be. And then he takes a sip of whiskey, and then Dr. Cox is like, you don't drink whiskey. And then it just like falls out of his mouth. And that I know this is a really long road to walk to get to this point. But I know that at one time we had hundreds of thousands of people on here. There was over 1 million accounts. Obviously, people had multiple accounts. And then it dwindles. Oh, yeah, we still have tens of thousands of people each month, each day. And then, well, we still have tens of thousands of people each month. And then we have like 10,000 people a month. We still have thousands of people a day, though. And now it's to the point where, okay, yeah, we have thousands of people each month, and we have several hundred of people a day now. And there are people that will say, like, okay, well, it doesn't look good, and in several months we might be to like, well, we still have several hundred people per month, and like dozens of people per day. But I don't believe that's the case. Raoul Paul had posted the other day where he said, like, people think NFTs are done. People think NFTs, that was so last cycle. He's likely one of the smartest men in crypto, and he's still purchasing a bunch of NFTs from all these crazy, and he's giving out, I don't want to say giving out, he's buying millions upon millions of dollars worth of these NFTs, because like, this is art. This is a new art revolution, and he's naming all of these artists. So let me go and post about, or talk about the post that I had written. Where are you, brother? Oh my gosh, it wasn't that. Okay. Where I say someone should tell him about incredible artists like Gary Baseman, Jason Naylor, Ron English, Mumbot, and more on VeVe Official, because he's still buying millions of dollars worth of NFTs. And all it takes is someone like him. Again, what do we have last time? We had Logan Paul, we had like BitBoy, and we had George from Crypto R Us that talked about us. It's not going to happen the same way again. I wouldn't want it to. I would say maybe a couple $100,000 was gone into promoting the token in that way. It will likely come back in much the same way. Again, not from those same people. They may or may not be paid. I don't know. But everyone will hear about us eventually. And when you have Decentraland, when you have Sandbox, when you have Earth, you have all these other companies that are, try as they might. Again, Recur had raised like $50 million out of $350 million valuation when they didn't sell a goddamn thing. They had some IP, not as much as VeVe. They didn't have near the amount of users. They were just really bad at capital allocation. But David, Dan, and Ben are really good at capital allocation. And the fact that this bear market has destroyed all other companies and VeVe still has hundreds of people, that makes me really bullish. Now, obviously, it would be more bullish if we saw an uptick, which we are not currently. But again, I think that's temporary. This is why I posted that goal of still having 1 billion Omi. And obviously, likely I won't get that. But even if I get to 500 million, that's still fine. I will likely get there. I feel like I've been talking a long while, so let's get to some comments here. daCAT EDM, a good friend of mine, a lady friend of mine, has sent me a couple of videos of her at some rave tonight, and let's just say I might be going to London. I might be going to London for their MC. It's going to be MCM, their type of Comic-Con. Apparently, it's a proper good con, as my My bae from far away says it. But yeah, EDM is not really my. I like Bass Hunter. I think Bass Hunter is really cool. In both languages, Visita Hari Venten Espera Lite Dota. I like Dota. I like I Can Walk on, dude. I Can Walk on Water. I Can Fly was like my anthem in like 07, 09, like whatever it was. I would listen to that while I ran. I would listen to that while I work out. I would listen to that while I did the speed bag. Listen to that like that is. I would listen to that while I would dance in like 2010. That was such a great song. And now there's what's Emmy, where she did like a version of that song. It's like raise my glass and dance all on my own. All my friends went home, but I don't want to waste the song. Like every new like it. At first it was Maya he Maya ha. Remember that fat guy that did that on Newbound Worlds, I think. And then Bass Hunter did one with Alina. Numa, hey, hello, saloon. It's me, your bae, and I feel like something. It was so good. I do like EDM, but it's not my favorite. But dude, yes, plus some. Okay, I guess is this what we're doing? Okay, I guess this is what we're doing. I guess we're gonna go really, really hard in the parties. Yeah, we could do it. Can we also, if we could, again, EDM is fine. I remember like the first time I was ever introduced to that. It was like 07, 08 or something. I remember being like in high school. I was at the gym at like midnight with my boy George, and he's just like, bro. I was like, what is it? Because it was like this weird, like, and I was like, what is this? Like, bro, my friend George's like, bro, it's EDM. It's like, the fudge is the EDM. It's like electronic dance music, bro. And the lyrics were about is like, where is Molly? I cannot find her. There's like this computer voice, like, where is Molly? Like, what is Molly? And he's like, bro, like, Molly. I was like, oh, okay. My 16-year-old I was like, I don't know. And then there was another song. I was like, my washing machine doesn't work. Why did you fuck my washing machine? And I was like, bro, this is like nightmare fuel. I feel like someone's gonna cut. It was wild. So that was my first introduction into EDM. But then at Porkfest years later, I was like, it was like the and then it was like mixed with Mario tunes, like ba-ding, ba-ding, like wow. And I was like, whoa, this is so awesome. I was on stuff then, but it was still awesome. But if we could have some like white girl music, if we can get some like Avril Lavigne, we get some Cascada, Kelly Clarkson, I would be a very happy brown man. I'd be a very happy camper. Cool, Mo. Thank you for being a member. Says, what kind of utility do you think VeVe might give the gold and silver logo holders in the VeVe? Free. I would hope free premium. I know we're going to get free premium use of the VeVe Verse if you're a beta tester, but if you're not, if you're a gold logo holder, free premium as long as you hold the logo. I'd say that's fine. That wrote the cat has a lot of members that has literally devoted a lot of time and energy and money for nearly 2 years. We ain't going nowhere. And now you have the real Randy Chavez. Obviously, I've always been a supporter, but now like an actual active role, and I'm getting stuff done, and I can't wait to announce to people what the fudge we're doing. I feel like Merry or Pippin talking to Gandalf is like, but we have the White Wizard on our side. That's got to count for something. Other utilities, yeah, I would say land. Give us a guaranteed option to buy land when they bring back land sales. I'm not saying that you have to do it. I'm not saying they even gift it to us, but just guarantee us the option to buy one if we want. No. Where was I? Meow, 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 meow. Oh, all right. Comey to 000299. It's just at that 0003. Will it go above it? Will it not? I don't know. Let's go to this. Oh, use the code Echo Uniform 1 Charlie 25 Sunny Day on your Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games to receive Marco Silva's Jumpluff. The Pokemon Global News. Use the code EU1C25 Sunny Day. That is Echo Uniform 1 Charlie 25 Sunny Day, all caps, On your Pokemon Scarlet and Violet game to receive Marco Silva's jump off. Market trends. Oh, David, you had posted yesterday. Exciting news! VeVe Verse will be able to. VeVe Verse will be available on February 28th. Can't wait to explore all the incredible creativity that will unfold. Get ready to dive in and see what amazing works are waiting to be discovered. Oh. And then Anthony Duca posts exciting times. He knows how to get me all riled up. Ethan Mascarena says, Randy, I threw 5K into FAFO after. Oh yeah, it's done. That had rugged, I believe, 30 minutes ago. Again, I never said to buy, but where is the FAFO? Because there's multiple FAFOs. The one that I had posted about, which I even said, it's like, hey, this could be a rug. It had rugged. There are multiple other ones though, and I assume not all of them are rugs. John Mills says Trump isn't giving you idiots any money while inflation. Again, it literally said that from Doge, and the savings from Doge should go to the taxpayer, which they are. Air Blue says the Omi token is being manipulated. It's so undervalued for a genuine project like this. I think it will take off when Bitcoin makes an all-time high. With them, yeah, it's likely being manipulated by some whales that are trying to get as much as they want. Yeah, I see that. Again, it's not free money. It's money that they have saved and that they're giving back to the people. And it's 100% happening. Mr. MC1 says, hi all. Oh, what up, Mr. MC1? How's it going, fam? Meow, meow, meow. Incorrigible Ghost Slayer says, good evening, Choppy Cat. Happy Catterday, and thanks for the Pokemon TCG Pocket trade. Oh, yeah, that was you. Oh, yes, very good, very good. Looking forward to the VeVe Verse on mobile, and glad I can still pick up Omi at 000 prices. Same here, fam. Same here. Now let's get on to where I was going before. Yeah, the Aliens vs Avengers #3 was really good. Dr. Doom and Rocket Raccoon #1 was good. One World Under Doom was good. One World Under Doom, the first half was like okay, and then it was like, oh, like it got really good at the end. And then I like Dr. Doom and I like Rocket Raccoon. If you don't like them or they're meh, it's not like that's all of the comic is just them. I really like it because I like them. And then Aliens vs Avengers #3, yeah, again, oh, so good. William Johnson says, just snag this for $70 worth of Omi on Stacker, 50% below floor. Thank you very much. Number 69, Running Mon. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. Oh. We have somebody saying, can't wait to start trading within the DEVVE ecosystem with peace of mind. I'm currently in South Korea for work and not really trusting my northern neighbors. Tom Anderson says, I know, right? For everyone's reference, I've not met anyone better than Massey in picking up on the most important concepts we are pushing. He's consistently done so for many years now. What we're doing in DEVVE Exchange is the culmination of nearly a decade's worth of work at a point in time where the world finally caught up to our philosophies. Gotta love that. Yeah, Fafo be dead. Fafo rugged. VeVe Zombie said, hey, Randy, I was thinking since VeVe is willing to allow comics made by the public, do you think there's a chance of collectibles made by the public? Yes and no. The comic is one thing because if Mr. Squishy Duck over here, let's say, has an army of even just like 40 or 50 Squishy Ducks, they'll let them put it on VeVe because those 40 or 50 Squishy Ducks will make an account on VeVe. That's going to be the big winner here. VeVe Comics is probably going to be bigger than the VeVe app because of stuff like that is going to be one of the ways, if not the main way, of getting newer people on the app. Because they've failed for a long time at getting the fans of their IPs to come on the app and buy what they're selling. Now, the fans, like the creators, independent creators, be like, hey, I have the audience. They will buy what I tell them to buy. Just let me on the app. They're doing it. They're having that first. And it's going to cost VeVe next to nothing. Sure, they have to split some of the profits, but who cares? They would have got those profits without it. And they get the app, like it's perfect. Perfect idea. Maybe wait to do Puddin' Foster and Reese. Nah, let them do wherever. I'm fine with them going on whenever. Zafazer says Trump flipping on Ukraine and cozying up to Putin is like watching a bad reality show where the contestant forgets which team they're on. He hasn't flipped on Ukraine. He's always wanted the war to end. Whatever way he can get it to end, fine. Because at the end of the day, you want people to stop dying. And again, Ukraine was trying to fuck the US. Ukraine told all of Europe, guys, give me money and I will pay you back. And then Ukraine told Biden, give me money to help fight Russia, and they will not pay him back. Like, what the fudge? Mad at Zelensky for multiple reasons, that being one of the latest. So Trump definitely not flipping on Ukraine. Trump's just trying to, one, get some of the money back, and two, end it so that the citizens of these countries, because the leaders aren't going to war, the people that make these decisions aren't going. It's the people. It's the young. I don't even want to say kids. It's the young men and women that are getting hecked here, and they should stop dying. So he says Russia and the U.S. were enemies for decades, and now he suddenly trusts Putin over long-time allies. He skipped history class. That's not what it is. That one, it's a very, very long, complicated history to which the U.S. is. There's some outside government agency that really decided to heck Ukraine in 2014, where Ukraine had voted to not go in the European Union, and some outside government agency, I don't know which one it is, decided to do what the U.S. did to Iran in 1959, and they had said, like, yeah, we're gonna initiate a coup, oust this elected president, and we're gonna put in a pro-European Union one. U.S. and Ukraine were never really that close. Obviously, U.S. and Russia were enemies, but would you rather them still be enemies, or would you rather kind of be like, hey, let's work together on this? As you work together, the trust will come. Derek Latte says, from 25 million Omis in 2024, on my way to 100 million. Oh, can we see? I hope that DEVVE goes crazy. And in the time that DEVVE goes crazy and it does like a 20x, I hope that Omi gets cut in half and I could get 1 billion. I hope. Is that going to happen? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I realize that not many people have millions of MCP points to burn, which would be another way. Bronze tickets. I've gotten so hecked on trying to use the app for this stuff. Oh, okay. It was very good. Very good. But obviously, I will never use the VeVe app for those MCP stuff. I'm only going to use the app.vv.me website because the app just is so slow and you just can't compete. Like I've never gotten a drop for the MCP points because I've tried to be a champion for the app and I've used it and I've gotten fucked. So I'll never do that again. VeVe Vet saying, just picked up my 299 set on VeVe yesterday with the Ido collectible from Ultraman. Trying to think of a great 300 set to pick up. Well, what do you? I mean, the Loki set, pretty cool. The alligator Lokis are dope. You do something fun, something that's small. You can get something horror like Chucky. Something that's relatively cheap. Get a gold logo if you don't have. I think you have a gold logo though. Call me Secret logo. If you want to make it epic, get like a 1-of-1, dude. The 1-of-1 that they have. I don't know if they. No, I don't want. Why do I even have this freaking happening? Okay. Where is VeVe? Fiscal. They had posted about it not too long ago, right? Oh my God, where is it? Or maybe they didn't. I could have sworn they did. It was a 1-of-1 that. Okay, yeah, it's the. Let me go to this over here. It just looks so sexy. Like girl. Oh my God. If you want to spend like 5K or 8K, like this looks incredible. They have X-23, they have Ms. Marvel, they have multiple Iron Man. They got what's her name on a T-Rex. They have Jane Foster Thor. They have Deadpool. They have Falcon. They have Captain America, Spider-Man, Thor. Marks Brooks, stunning artwork. Yeah, it looks so freaking good. And lordy. Lordy. Looks amazing. Anyway, so you could get that one. Although that wouldn't even be a set because that's an artist proof. So disregard. I'm an idiot. I don't know what you should get. Comment down below what you should get. Tyler Hayes says, can VeVe sell their own brand items in the VeVe Verse without having to worry about? Yes, they can. That's what's going to make VeVe Verse, help make them great. Now, obviously, like VeVe has no original IP. It's all like other people's stuff. Now they have the Omi logos and have the VeVe logos. Those are great. I want them to have characters. I want them to have really cool, awesome characters. And I think I have a way for them to be able to do that. But it would basically have them like acquire like a content creatorship, like a content creator company. Children's books, like, hey, this is a cool children's book. Let's buy the IP and then make it, something like that. That is a risk. Because you buy the IP, that doesn't necessarily mean you buy the author or the creator of the IP. Yeah, be hard. The items VeVe Verse using Omi. Oh heck yeah! Oh heck yeah! Mr. MC1 says, "See you in the VeVe Verse. You can't miss me." He's wearing a gold Gucci jacket gifted by Vogue Singapore on a Ready Player Me avatar to celebrate the all gold Disney Golden Moments x VeVe logo palace in the VeVe Verse. Please visit. Did Mr. MC1, did you really tag Recur Forever? Bro. Ouch. Like, ouch. Oh my God. You tag Cryptoys and Batcals. You really be flexing. Oh my God. That is harsh. Omar Kazad is saying mine was Russian Privyat by Base Hunter. Oh yeah. He gets all the good stuff. Always Eurofolk. Always. Almost had you, but I guess it doesn't cut it. Sephiroth Cat says, woohoo! Mr. MC1 also says, hey Gary V, V Friends X VeVe, ? Would be great to see your IP on VeVe Official. You're a great brand and VeVe, misspelled your. You're a great brand and VeVe is a great platform. Let's start with Josh Emmett, UFC of Vayner Sports. With VeVe Verse launching next week, that could be a fun place for your brand to manifest immersively. Agreed. Ooh. Sorry, had someone message me. Okay. Deie still at 9955. Nicolata says, I want to buy all these collectibles that will look amazing in VeVe Verse, but Omi's not packed yet. Yep, agreed. We ain't packed. We ain't ready yet. Sorry. Congrats, brother. That is amazing. Can't believe it. Results. New Zealander lands thunderous blow as Bacoli's corner call it off. Bruh. Martin Bacoli took a big risk by agreeing to step in for sick Daniel Deie to face Joseph Parker on 48 hours notice. That risk did not pay off for Bacol as a glancing Parker right hand to the temple put Bacol down and forced the corner to halt the fight prior to the end of the second round, the co-main event of the undercard, Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol 2. Bacol had garnered the label of the boogeyman of the heavyweight division, with his power, size, and ability to walk down opponents, leading to trouble finding opponents. Parker's credit, he jumped at the chance to face Bacol after Deie pulled out of the bout, taking the IBF heavyweight title with him. After a first round that saw both men feeling, I'll do this. After the first round that saw both men mostly feeling the other out, Parker landed a right hand that glanced off the side of Bacol's head and sent him into a slow motion tumble to the canvas as equilibrium betrayed him. When Macaulay beat the count, his corner jumped on the apron and waved the fight off. The short notice nature of the fight showed Macaulay's body weight has weighed in at over 310 pounds. In a statement win over Jared Anderson last August, Macaulay weighed 284 pounds. Parker's now riding a 6-fight win streak, with his 3 most recent wins all in Saudi Arabia, standing out as high-level victories. Parker was supposed to challenge for the IBF title before Dubois' withdrawal, and maintains his status as an obvious world title challenger after making easy work of one of the most avoided men in the division. Freaking love that. Well, I think the Russian people are fine. I was engaged to a half Russian chick. Reagan thought many things of Russia. Incorrigible Ghost Players just went full degen, put 49 cents out of my 98-cent ETH balance to jump to 8 zeros to get. My man, getting. I don't know what is that for the cat. I know it's like nothing, but that's awesome. Where is the cat? Is that even going to register? I don't know if it'll register. Yep, 48 cents. You got it. Oh, you think you got it? You did it. You got that bread. That's not accurate. Trump seems misinformed. Zelensky has always stated Ukraine intends to repay the U.S. It wasn't. Ukraine intends to repay the U.S. and the EU. For the EU, yes. For the U.S., it was not. I was saying, can't wait to see DC and Marvel crossover. Can you text me a link to that? Because I am what? Am I anyone that's trying to listen to Ozzy Osbourne? Because what? Please text me something like that. Oh. Very nice. Oh, he found it. Amazing. Huzzah. Huzzah. Sorry. Everyone's claiming that only 4% of Ukrainians voted for Zelensky. Thatcher was 63%. They're right. And everyone's best interest to end this war as soon as possible. Yeah. Can't wait for the Fortnite. Is there a greater than 0% chance of that happening? Yes. And again, I won't say it's a collab, but I do think that they might be interoperable, where like you can have your Ready Player Me avatar that's on VeVe go into the Disney Epic verse. Sure, but that's really about it. I don't really see, like, if that even if that happens, I don't really see it much past there. That'd be awesome if they said, yeah, you could bring your collectibles in here. That would be dope AF if they could do that. Will they do that? I have no idea, but that would be really cool. I would love that. Cocky Gaijins, people with massive amounts of VeVe NFTs basically have the ability to sell master creator spaces. Create a new space, sell a spot, invite the person with master creator permissions. Hashtag VeVe. Hashtag VeVe fan. Yep, Bybit launches a $140 million recovery bounty program to hunt for the perpetrators of crypto's largest heist in history. Oh, man. All right, everyone, a smile. All right, please comment. Actually, I'm going to do one more for the. Give me the. Oh, okay. Okay. I got. Yeah. Yeah. Man, why am I so ugly today? Okay, disregard. I think they would need to make an NFT of an item that only works in the game environment. I think so too. Oh, Omar sent it to me. Okay. Where? Via X? Oh, my boy Poxy Weber said, orders are Tom Homan is an absolute savage. What a way to kick off a speech. Let me start off by saying this. If I offended anyone today, I don't give a shit. Oh my God, that's amazing. It's amazing. Freaking love this man. Freaking love this man. Oh, IG. Okay. Drop that. Oh, all right. You post. Marvel DC crossover. This is sweet. Oh, Wolverine fighting Batman. Captain America reflecting. Is that Starfire? Might be Starfire. Wonder Woman going after Oh God, I forget this dude's name. The Iron Dude, the Metallic Dude, Colossus. Oh, you got Daredevil going to fight Slade. And then you got. Oh, wait, is there 2 Wonder Womans in here? There are 2 Wonder Womans in here. Superman, why are you eyeing Spider-Man like that? I know they fought back in the day, and I think Stan Lee had Spider-Man win that somehow. But yeah, that is dope. That is dope AF. Thank you, Omar. Red Hook, Super Cell. Okay. Everyone, please. What? The fudge? Okay. Anyway. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Jonathan's going to make epic stories with this crossover if he does it. Oh, Jonathan Hickman would be one of the best. Yeah. That would literally be one of the best people to ever do that. Been taken hostage. Oh my God. Kanye, what are you doing? Kanye, you're literally in a swastika shirt. I'm not showing it. I'm not. Kanye, what the fudge, bro? That is wild. Oh my God, Kanye, what are you posting? I can't even, bro. His posts are insane. Yeah, it's definitely Kanye. Okay, I guess Kanye did not sell. The memes. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. No way is anyone gonna buy these. They're like what? Like what? This is nuts. Dude, Kanye, what the fudge? I don't even. Apparently, Yeezy is here to create real currency. And a field I got into, I learned from the best and treat their lifelong work with the highest respect. Do you? Do you treat the high respect? I feel like you don't. Bro, this is insane. Who's Olaf? Oh, the founder of Polychain? Okay. I guess he had a meeting with Olaf from Polychain. Did CZ really DM him? Guys, what is going on? What is going on? Davis kind of mentions Davis messing with his money. Bro, what the heck? What is I have no idea what's going on. This is absolutely bananas. Okay, I'm not even gonna mention Yi anymore unless he does something absolutely insane, because it's like mentions Davis messing with his money. Damn, Daniel. Hatchet again with messing with people's money. Mr. Hulk 181 says Omi to the moon, up 9% on the day. Absolute good day for it. daCAT is not up that much today. It's only up about 0.74%, so less than 1% up on the day. But I still love it. DEVVE, 99 cents. So I will take that for right now. Yeah, this is all right. So here's one of my favorite things that I'll do. I've been going on for 2.5 hours. Okay. Is I'm going to go to the main X page, say following. Okay, what's wrong with you, baby? Barely touch your double dry broccoli cheddar IPA. What? There's no way that's a thing. Cheddar broccoli, double dry hopped Imperial India Pale. Guys, why are we doing that with beer? Why are we doing this with beer? Why are you making a double cheddar broccoli? I kind of want to try it. It's stupid. I shouldn't try it. I don't want to support that. Anthony Duca be really posting on a lot of David's stuff here. Love that. Sorry. Mine. Okay. Secretary Hegseth removes senior military advisor, Lieutenant General Jennifer Short. Secretary of Defense Peter Hegseth has fired Lieutenant General Jennifer M. Short, effective immediately, though the reason remains unclear. Lieutenant General Christopher C. Leneve, currently commanding at General of 8th Army, is reportedly under consideration to replace her at the Department of Defense. Okay. All right. Interesting. Big government sucks. Yep. Agreed. Based, Mike Lee. Based. Ukraine will never join NATO, says PM Orban, saying what is clear is that the experiment has failed and Ukraine, or whatever remains of it, will once again be a buffer zone, will not become a NATO member. Against Hungary and the Hungarians, Ukraine will never become a member of the European Union. That's what they voted for years ago anyway. And then Mike Lee going up and saying Ukraine can't join NATO without NATO members going to war against Russia. Have to talk with no fights. VeVe Meister saying while all the other NFT market seems to be dead, VeVe casually manages to sell out $52,000 worth of product. No Disney, DC, or Coca-Cola IP, but persons only known to the VeVe community and now immortalized as digital collectibles. Well done, Epico. Crazy Dan 420, thank you for being a member. Coming 420 Blazer. And we're saying Trump and Elon will go see at Fort Knox. Confirm, bro, I am so excited for that. Elon wants to live stream it. Let me go, Elon. I'll go. We'll live stream it all together. I'm pretty positive that there's at least some gold missing. Probably millions. I hope it's only millions of dollars. Like, could you imagine they go down there and like billions or hundreds of billions of gold is just gone? Bro, this is why you need to sell all that gold and buy Bitcoin with it. If they were to do that, one, they would decrease the value of what China and Russia and all the enemies hold. And then they would be able to buy Bitcoin before anyone else. Be perfect. Trump confirmed an hour ago. Let's go. Let's go. Get him. Get him. Get him, guys. Man, Zafacer really don't like Trump or Elon. There was some of the former high school outcasts. Bro, they're going to Fort Knox to confirm that. How are people against that? How is that like a bad thing? Like, how is Department of Government? And I get it. Space, you should have been here the other day. I had Biden's former campaign manager on, and he was just like, "Well, here's how Doge can sometimes be bad, and here's how Doge can be better, et cetera, et cetera." You would have really liked that conversation. But one good thing as a businessman, their only priority is bottom line, knowing everything else, sharing everything. They are very transparent. They are very transparent. Got to give them that. The Great Divide. New poll reveals why Americans demanded change. Fresh polling data exposes a stark reality. Democrats and Republicans see government waste through entirely different lenses. While 60% of Republicans support eliminating wasteful agencies like USAID, only 10% of Democrats see any problem with the status quo. The pattern repeats across major agencies. 57% of Republicans want IRS reform versus 12% of Democrats. 51% back education department cuts, while 6% of Democrats agree. Most telling, Democrats overwhelmingly oppose Doge. 50% of them wanted eliminated. Very agency tasked with finding government waste. The ideological divide explains November's mandate for change. While Republicans see bloated agencies burning through taxpayer dollars, Democrats appear comfortable with a government that loses $149 billion annually to improper payments, which is nuts. The message from voters was clear. After years of watching the deficit balloon, while Democrats defended bureaucratic waste, Americans chose reform over resistance. Source is Statista. Yeah, that is wild. That is absolutely wild. Anyway, moving on here. You're telling me who? Who is this guy? Launch a token. Yeah, of course, this guy. Anyway, moving on. Are people against that? Well, yeah. Elon's literally one of the smartest people on the planet. Which they give enough. They will. Obviously, it's not going to be right away. It's going to be likely next year, but they will. What we got here? Meta. I don't know what that is. Okay. Festival. Everyone's playing with their MC collectibles. Oh, that's pretty cool. A guy named Pinky Collects also playing with his MC collectible. Comics and Crypto playing with his MC collectible. A lot of people playing with MC over there. Mike Lee says he never voted for the UN. Mr. Falcon playing with all 3 of his digital collectibles. Shout out to him. Damn, everybody be playing with them. Oh, they got some of the blue collectibles over here too, girl. Damn, Daniel. A lot of people. BitGet with over 10 billion in trading volume the last 24 hours. It's wild. 5K means too much inflation. 5K means that we've saved at that point probably trillions of dollars. Foundation crystal clear. Janine. I like that, but I'm not gonna publicly talk about it. Made sure to. Oh, sweet. All right, they have Double Quill saying made sure to pick up 1 of the 88s, as in Double Quill got number 288 of VeVe. Double Quill has 2 VeVe magics, and I only have 1. Okay, John Miller, you can't be you can't be lying. So we're going to delete a comment there, and then we are going to put you in timeout just for a minute because again, you cannot be lying. Just gonna put you in timeout. It says you were banned, but I don't know why it says you were banned. I didn't ban. I swear I pushed the timeout button. That might be a bug. Keeper of the Stone says acquired number 18 blue of my collectibles. Someone let me know if it's not the case, but on the hat is the original light blue of the logo. Oh, that's really cool. That was really cool. Taylor Hendricks, I'm behind these whisper. Oh, that was from 2020. Why did she repost that? Dr. Strange got an old rhubarb secret rare on the drop. My man, getting that bread. Or try it. It was 4 years or a long journey back. Yeah. Jack says no state is the best state. Mr. Brown says New York City is. So this is what I do, where I kind of go through the Twitter feed and then just see what people are saying. Jack Masobiak says Trump tells CPAC he's going to Fort Knox with Elon Musk to search for the gold. Elon says this will be fun. This is amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's so cool. Oh my God, that's so cool. Can't wait to see what's up there. Sadie NC says, I'm beginning to understand why they're fighting so hard to stop Elon, because you have lawmaker salary versus net worth. You have, oh shoot, Nancy Pelosi, who has a $250,000 salary, and she's worth $200 million. I forget this. Oh my God, why am I derping on his name? Mitch McConnell, $200,000 salary, $95 million net worth. Elizabeth Warren, $285,000 salary, $67 million net worth. Chuck Schumer, $210,000 salary and $75 million net worth. Seems to me why they are fighting so hard to stop Elon. And this is not like a Republican Democrat thing. Mitch McConnell in there, like Mr. Old Rhino Republican. Investigate him. Investigate all of them. Elon Musk doesn't that up. Let's get away from the politics here. Let's go to Bobby Carpenter saying, great conversation with new Ohio State University OC Ryan Hartline. Bobby Carp Show, Schledgelville, talking coaching philosophy, personal growth, and how he handles the most competitive room in the country. Shout out to Bobby Carpenter for appearing on the podcast he was just on the stream the other week. Omar saying, if you become a collectible, Randy, you need Dashi and a Pokeball. I don't think they'd allow a Pokeball. I want to get Dashi in there somehow, but the story, right? Like eventually Dashi will make himself into a comic at some point. But right now, just the story, one, it has a lot of like, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it'd be 5, 6, 7. There's like 7 first appearances in my comic, not including other people that are not my creations, but they're there in general. Oh, they're ending pre-orders. Oh, that might make things a little scarce, huh? I mean, come collectible. Yeah, I'd love to have Dashi on there at some point, and I think I can, but right now, yeah, not. If anyone want to buy Dashi for like $50,000, I will even settle for 100 million Omi for right now. 100 million Omi, you can get Dashi. And that is very underselling. Yeah, it's very underselling it. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, damn, Bobby Carpenter reposting a lot. Oh man, poor guy. Oh no, it's horrible. Felt the way. Oh, cool cover. Spider-Boy number 14. Gary O says it's a cool cover. Cool cover, Gary O. Anyway, guys, I've been going about 2.5 hours, so I'm going to bounce. I'm a little hungry and get that bread. So everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you. Where was I? Sorry, girl, but you missed out. Well, tough luck, that boy's mine now. We are more than just good friends. This is how the story ends. Too bad that we couldn't see the man that boy could be. There is more than meets the eye.